We are back on day 52 with ChemDog and Original Glue here, and today we are watering, but also, as you can see, I lowered the bars that I have, and we are going to set up the trellis net to really spread out these branches and go wall to wall in this tent. But first, we are going to water. I got 3.5 quarts like usual for each plant. pH to 6.5, just plain tap. I let it sit out for a little while to, gas off all the chlorine and stuff that's in it. So I'm not gonna film this watering. You guys have probably seen me water enough. So I'm just gonna water and then skip to setting up this trellis net. Okay, now that we are all watered up, let's talk about why you would even trellis in the first place. Well, first of all, in my opinion, it's probably the easiest way to get wall-to-wall coverage in your tent, because you're basically just tucking leaves and branches through the holes. There's not much more to it than that. This is the type of net I'll be using. It's just the regular white rope kind of net. There is the other kind of elastic netting that people use, and I have used before, but I prefer this because I'll just put this down there. When it comes down to harvest time, that elastic net, it is very difficult to just get it off the plant at harvest time. So with this netting, I simply just cut it. It's cheap. I could get some more, and there's a lot of it anyways. So I'll just cut it out, and it's way easier at harvest time. Now let's talk about these bars. A lot of people get these for air pressure, because their tent walls suck in, and this prevents them from sucking in. But is also very useful for setting up a trellis net. This is AC Infinity 10, and these are AC Infinity bars, and they even come with these little Velcro straps to, there's like 2 on each bar. And it just makes it, super easy to connect the net to these bars in more points than, just the corner of the tent, like you usually would if you didn't have the bars. And now also with these, you don't have to tie every square onto the bar. You could just, this Velcro comes right off, super easy. So let's get to setting up the net. All right, so I found the corner of the netting where I'm gonna attach it and tie it to the pole, but as you can see, this string here isn't exactly long enough to tie around the pole. So what I'm going to do is kind of get rid of this whole row of squares here, so I have string long enough to tie around the pole. Now you can see I cut it in a way where I could tie around the pole now. So let's cut all the corners, tie it around the pole, cut the net to size, and I'll show you how it's set up. Not gonna lie, I kind of screwed up recording, but I got it attached in this corner, nice and tied up, and then I also cut the net to the width, 4 feet for this tent, and tied it over on this corner. You can see the one downfall of these string nets is it kind of becomes a single thread sometimes. But right here, that should be okay, because it's mostly structured on, pulling on these parts that are still secure. So now I'm gonna come and make sure it's nice and tight going this way, get it tied up in this corner. And then as you can see, it's still a bit long, so we're gonna cut this to 2 feet and make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, so I got the trellis net all cut to size. Unfortunately, I did kind of screw up this corner over here, but luckily with these straps, you don't really need to tighten the corner. This will do. That'll work. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So I'm gonna leave it like that. All right, so I just want to show you how nicely the straps work. So you just really wrap it around, stick this through there, tighten it, so it will not move. And then it literally just wraps around and sticks, all Velcro. That is it. Super easy. So I've now got the trellis net all set up and ready to go. I've got it you know, supported by all these straps on every bar, so it should hold pretty tight. These holes are 3 by 3 inch. Some people go smaller, some bigger, you know, up to you and what you prefer. I like this size. All right, now as you can see, I got the bar lowered to about the third of the height of the tent. Because when you flip to flower these plants, you don't really know how much they're gonna stretch. They could double or even triple in size. So you wanna be prepared. You don't want your plants going into the light, getting burned, and just not having enough room. So make sure you place the net at an appropriate height. But what this means now is I'm leaving this net exactly where it is, and I'm just gonna let these two plants grow up into them and spread the branches out, you know, as they grow into it. And then when it's almost filled out, you don't want to completely fill out because you will probably get overcrowded once you flip the flower. But once it's mostly filled out, I'm gonna flip the flower, and then, you know, a week or two after flower, it should be completely wall to wall in here, but not overcrowded. Now, I will say the major downfall of using a trellis net of any kind is, you know, when you've seen me watering my plants, I often spin them because it's just a lot easier. And even when you're defoliating or if you're doing training of any kind, being able to move your pots around and spin them and whatnot makes it so much easier. But obviously with the trellis, once these branches get all up in the squares, you cannot move these unless you want to remove the trellis. But yeah, so basically once these plants start being trained into the trellis, they're staying put, they don't get moved. And now one more thing that I'm gonna do is turn up the power on my lights here. So I have two Vipar Spectras XS 1500 Pros. They are both 150 watts, so 300 watts altogether. I have the link to my whole setup in the description below, so check that out. But I'm gonna raise these and also turn the power to 100%. So I want the canopy, once it gets to this trellis, I want the light output to be around 600 ppfd. I use an app called Photon, or Photon, whatever it's called. But I use the app to figure that out. It's not completely accurate, but you know, it's better than nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise the power and raise the lights so the trellis, you know, the level at the trellis net is around 600 ppfd. I've raised the lights probably like a whole foot, and it is now at 100% power. And ppfd at the trellis level is a little higher than 600 actually, around 615, but that's perfectly fine. And then the level at the current canopy level is around like, you know, 550-ish. So we're looking good now. And that is the end of today's video, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe, follow along for more growing content. And if you are still here, please go into the description and join our community Discord. Tons of other growers. You could share your grows, get some tips, get some help if you need. And yeah, so good luck. I'll see you next time.